valves, a bit of a clean up, got all the carbon and rubbish off of them, nice and shiny. Now it's got to lap them all in, and then we're ready to probably spray the top once they're lapped in. So this was left exhaust, which would be this one here. Quite reasonably tight. Once you get past a certain part of it, you're alright. So move that over, move that to there, so we've got enough room for that to drop through. Tell you what, I've got to get a camera which the battery lasts a little bit longer. I've done a load of recording earlier on and none of it come out because I turned the camera on to record and checked it was alright. Didn't give it a thought about looking at the battery situation. Done loads of fucking talking about how I'm gonna, or in fact I done a lot of video on converting a Boyer Triumph ignition to an XS650, showing out how it was done and everything, and none of the camera bloody worked, did it? Nothing was taken. So I had to do that all over again. It was a pain in the arse. Anyway, we're going to lap these valves in a little bit to see how well we can make these sound. Right, back on the valves and the rockers. last week when I was started to put these valves back in, I put the first valve in, and then I couldn't find the other three spring seats, so I've had to postpone putting this together until I got the parts that I needed. So I've been waiting a week, and I've got these are what I was after. They're just the seats that go on the bottoms of the springs, so it stops the springs wearing into the alley heads. So what I'm going to do is take the first one out that I've put in, because it's got the old seat on it, and then I'll put all the rest, put them all back together with the new seats. So I'll just take this one out again, pain in the butt. And while I've been waiting for all this, I've actually cleaned the garage up a little bit, which is a bit of a result. Let's see what, a bit more room in here now. I hate doing this. Use a tie rack, seeing as I've left my little screwdriver in the drawer. Putting these collets, taking these collets in and out is a right pain in the arse. Really fiddly little job. Make it annoying. And there's the other. Yeah, there's only one of them, which is annoying really, because what I reckon is whoever took the valves out didn't realise that these seats were in there, and I was probably stuck in there with the oil, because this is how I found that one. That was it, when I was moving the head about, that one actually dropped out. So it's obviously he didn't take them out when they first took it apart. Right, so what I'll do is I'll put the new seats in, and then what we'll do is I'll put all the valves in, get all that sorted out, and then we'll have a look at the rockers in the head. So let me just put all this back together. Probably give it the old Benny Hill and speed it up on this, so you don't have to sit here for hours watching me struggling putting these collets in. Right, that's all the valves in. With the new seats. Looking good. And cleaned up. So, all we need to do for that for the moment. Let's move on to the head and have a look at the head. What I did notice on this, well, on the head actually, not the rocker box, is the where you put the tappet covers, right, on the, you know, you've got the square one on an XS, so you've got the two M8 studs and the rest of them are M6. Well, on this head I've noticed that they've all been drilled out and someone's put M8 studs in there, so more than likely he's stripped over one or two of the studs and decided to, rather than helicoil it, is to drill the holes out bigger and put M8 studs in there. And that, not only has he done one, but he's done all of them. And I had a check of the covers the other day and I noticed that all the holes were drilled out on the covers. My only concern with that is that, I'm not sure if you can see it, now I've put the springs in, you can't really see it, but where he's drilled through and tapped and put the stud in there, he's gone right through the casing, so there's a good chance that oil will leak through there. So what I probably have to do on this head is use the actual gaskets, not the O-rings, to seal them, which means I'll have to enlarge all the holes in the gaskets to compensate for them M8 studs, which is a pain in the arse. You're going to love this. Well, here's the rocker box cover with the M8 studs on the square. There are the M6 studs on the top two. M6 studs on the top two of them, and M8 studs on the top two of them. So looks like I've got to spend a little while getting all of this sponge out. We'd obviously use that to stop the grit going up the tubes. So what I'll do with that is I'll take out all the bits of sponge, take off all the masking, and take it home where I've got a compressor and then blow it all out. There's no point in putting it together without having a good blow job. So I'll have to I'll be back in a while when we put this together. Well, I need to clean up the sump filter plate, ready for the new filter to go on. So it's going to give that a little bit of a clean up. Make it nice and smooth for the gasket. Clean it up the best you can, really. Don't want any engine leaks, do we? Don't want any oil leaks underneath the engine, really. Looks like old gasket, but it's actually just stain. It's quite smooth all the way around. Good enough for the good enough for the filter. There we go. There's no gasket for the bottom of that. It's just a close fit, really. I won't over tighten these, just once they're seated, just give them a quarter of a turn, if that, and there you have it. One sump filter ready to go on, sump strainer ready to go on. Yeah. Next thing, sump plug. See if I can get that one off as well when we change that.